to another edition of Thunderdome!
There are many different kinds of power, and it's wielded in different ways by many different kinds of people.
You are screwing with the wrong species.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today I'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 most powerful female movie characters. For this list, we're looking at big screen women in positions of power or influence. That means we won't be including physically powerful characters like Wonderwoman. We also aren't including characters based on real people, like the Iron Lady's Margaret Thatcher.
We will stand on principle, or we will not stand at all.
A spoiler alert is now in effect.
I want to assemble a task force of the most dangerous people on the planet.
They're bad guys. Worst of the worst.
Number 10, Commander Melissa Lewis, The Martian.
Vogel,
Go ahead, Commander.
I need you to come inside and make a bomb.
As the commander of a mission to Mars, Lewis has a lot of people depending on her. She is ready to make difficult decisions, and is also secure enough in her authority to consult the crew on matters that concern them.
If we do the maneuver, they'd have to send the supply ship or we die. We have the opportunity to force their hand.
So, we're gonna do it?
If it was up to me, we'd already be on our way.
Her skillful leadership and strong moral compass are evident in the way her crew responds to her, unhesitating in following her orders and taking her advice.
I left them behind.
No.
No, we don't live together.
You were following orders.
When a seemingly dead crew member they left behind turns out to still be alive, she is ready to adjust their plans and will go to any lengths to save him. While Mark is the film's main character, Commander Lewis is perhaps the most dynamic character and, without a doubt, a confident and powerful leader.
We do this together or not at all.
Number 9, Defense Secretary Delacourt, Elysium.
I'm not interested in your little ideas. I'm interested in something much larger.
In year 2154, the wealthy have fled a polluted and overpopulated Earth to live in a luxurious habitat called Elysium, which orbits the planet.
Shoot them down.
Jodie Foster plays Delacourt, Elysium's Secretary of Defense, intelligent, ruthless, and scheming to make herself president.
You idiot! Do you realize what you've done? You crashed an unlicensed vehicle into a suburban area.
Delacourt has little to no regard for human life, but she does have the ability to manipulate the people around her to get what she wants. So her political and personal power are a huge part of the film.
This is an act of war. That puts the CCB under my control. Now, if you let me do my job, I'm sure you have a fundraiser to attend.
The character was originally written as a man, but director Neil Blomkamp realized that the role could just as easily be a woman. The result was Foster expertly bringing Delacourt to life, making her absolutely despicable, suitably terrifying, and extremely powerful.
I'll expect you in 19 minutes.
Number 8, Marissa Wiegler, Hannah.
Do you know this boy?
No.
He knows you. Your friend is in a lot of danger.
In this action-adventure thriller, Cate Blanchett plays Marissa Wiegler, a senior CIA agent and the film's antagonist. On a mission to capture ex-CIA agent Eric, she comes up against a fiercely trained, genetically advanced teenager, the eponymous Hannah, and there follows a deadly battle.
Hannah, I can help you.
Wiegler is not only politically savvy, but also an excellent markswoman and effective planner.
Don't walk away from me, young lady!
Control is very important to her, and when she has it, she is cool, collected, and unstoppable. In fact, her need for control over her surroundings and her body leans towards being a little obsessive. Her bloody smile just makes her seem even more like an alpha wolf, though, strong and dangerous.
Should I kill her? Just find her.
Number 7, Diana Christensen, Network.
I watched your 6 o'clock news today. It's straight tabloid.
Christensen is the head of the programming department of the Union Broadcasting System, the network of this film's title.
Well, Max, here we are. Middle-aged man reaffirming his middle-aged manhood and a terrified young woman with a father complex. What sort of script do you think we can make out of this?
Desperate for a hit show, she goes to extreme lengths to produce one, including a deal with a radical terrorist group. Strong-willed, untiring, and a bit fanatical, Christensen will do anything to accomplish her goal, and accomplish it she does.
Miss Hobbs, we're talking about 30 to 50 million people a shot. It's a lot better than handing out mimeograph pamphlets on ghetto street corners.
She shows that she has power over her underlings, but also over her own boss Hackett, when she convinces him to bully and manipulate the network executives into giving her the popular Howard Beale show.
Shall we kill Howard Beale or not?
I'd like to hear some more opinions on that.
Look, I don't see we have any option, Frank. Let's kill the son of a bitch.
When ratings start to drop and she finds her position at risk, Christensen proves even further that she'll stop at nothing to get what she wants.
Son of a bitch! We struck the mother load!
Number 6. O-Ren Ishii, Kill Bill.
You didn't think it was going to be that easy, did you?
It's hard to get tougher, more badass, or more powerful than O-Ren Ishii. She witnessed her parents' murder at the age of 9 and barely escaped with her own life. But that didn't stop her from getting revenge within 2 years, becoming a top assassin and going on to become leader of a crime syndicate.
胸に一物終わりのご様子。ぜひ本音をお聞かせいただきましょう。
Ruthless, she demands obedience from her subordinates and can silence her men with a single word. She's perfectly open to having her logic and decisions respectfully questioned. But when one of the men on the council insults her heritage, she has no qualms about severing his head either. O-Ren Ishii is a lot of things, and powerful is at the top of the list.
Now, if any of you sons of bitches got anything else to say, now's the f***ing time!
Number 5. Miranda Priestly, The Devil Wears Prada.
There's some reason that my coffee isn't here. Has she died or something?
The devil in question is a woman of wealth, taste, and simmering, elegant power. Miranda, played by Meryl Streep, is a relentless, single-minded, and borderline abusive boss, demanding obedience and perfection from her employees. It's quite fitting that she's called the Dragon Lady.
I got it. It's, yep, the Dragon Lady.
Though working as her assistant practically drives protagonist Andy insane, it also teaches her a lot about life, people, the industry, and herself.
I see. You think this has nothing to do with you. You go to your closet and you select, I don't know, that lumpy blue sweater, for instance, because you're trying to tell the world that you take yourself too seriously to care about what you put on your back.
As the editor-in-chief of a fashion magazine, Miranda has power not only over the lives of her employees, but also over the lives of everyone who wears clothes, or at least fashionable clothes, whether or not they read runway.
You have no style or sense of fashion.
Well, I think that depends on what you're...
No. That wasn't a question.
Number 4. Katniss Everdeen, The Hunger Games franchise.
I volunteer as tribute!
Katniss might begin the series as a scared girl who just wants to protect her sister and survive, but she quickly becomes a powerful symbol who brings about a revolution.
Fire is catching. And if we burn, you burn with us!
She might also be best known for her archery skills, but it's her courage and unfailing moral compass that allow her to influence an entire nation.
You know and I know there's only one person walking out of here, and it's gonna be one of us.
Of course, when it matters, she's not afraid to use her bow and arrow in the political arena. Katniss knows when to follow orders and when to take her own path, and she's not prepared to trade one dictator for another. And Katniss isn't the only powerful woman in the franchise. The Hunger Games also brings us President Coin, who is a skilled and ruthless political figure.
You really think I gave the order? We both know I'm not above killing children, but I'm not wasteful.
Number 3. Kathryn Bennett, Air Force One.
If you land the plane, we'll trade fuel for hostages.
Vice President Kathryn Bennett finds herself in a sticky situation when the president and his family are taken hostage. Left in control, Bennett has to keep the rest of the cabinet calm and try to resolve the problem without negotiating with terrorists.
If we're going to act, we have to act now.
A lot of her power comes from her nerves of steel, as she refuses to make any hasty or uninformed decisions or to be swayed by fear tactics.
But I'm here to assure the American people that we are doing everything we can to resolve the situation.
Though the cabinet urges her to seize the presidency for herself, she remains loyal and refuses to do so.
The president is up there with a gun to his head.
He's asking us to do that? To Air Force One?
He's not asking. Your commander-in-chief has issued a direct order. Do it!
It's very fitting that this poised vice president is played by Glenn Close, who is adept at playing powerful characters, including the leader of the Nova Corps in Guardians of the Galaxy.
He is slaughtering children, families.
Number 2. General Leia Organa Solo, aka Princess Leia, Star Wars franchise.
What the hell are you doing?
Somebody has to save our skins.
Princess of Alderaan, member of the Imperial Senate, and an agent in the Rebel Alliance. Even though the original series begins with her capture, she still remains a powerful character, refusing to give Darth Vader viable information about the Rebels, even if it means endangering her home planet. A natural leader, she quickly takes control of any situation and finds a way to turn it to her advantage, fearlessly leading the rebels against the Galactic Empire.
I love you.
I know.
Hands up! Stand up!
And after the Emperor is defeated, she becomes a founder and general of the resistance against the First Order.
The First Order. They're charging their weapon again now. Our system is the next target.
Of course, Leia is the daughter of another powerful woman, Padme Amidala, who starts out as a queen and goes on to become a senator.
If this body is not capable of action, I suggest new leadership is needed.
Before we unveil our topic, here are a few honorable mentions.
Pretty speech from a captor, but words whispered through prison bars lose their charm.
Do not let your heart be troubled. Go now and rest, for you are weary with sorrow and much toil.
Not me! The train! That's enough! Ah! With their heads!
I would like it if your ladies would also sign our confidentiality agreement.
Majesty, they know what is a secret, huh?
Number 1. M. James Bond franchise.
If you think for one moment I don't have the balls to send a man out to die, your instincts are dead wrong.
The head of the Secret Intelligence Service MI6 and Bond's superior, M is male in the books. Though he has been played by men in the films, he's also been played by a woman, with Judi Dench bringing new life to the character and proving that power isn't all about shooting guns, crazy stunts, and one-liners.
The whole office goes up in smoke and that bloody thing survives.
Your interior decorating tips have always been appreciated, 007.
Extremely down-to-earth and rather cold, she's not a huge fan of Bond.
Because I think you're a sexist, misogynist dinosaur.
Highly logical, her reliance on statistics and analysis over instinct and resourcefulness gained her the nickname Evil Queen of Numbers.
Seems your hunch was right, 007. It's too bad the evil Queen of Numbers wouldn't let you play it.
She uses her analytic intelligence for the good of her agents, her country, and the entire world.
Who the hell do they think they are? I report to the Prime Minister, and even he's smart enough not to ask me what we do.
Even when her suitability for the job is questioned, she stays on task and stays true to herself and to MI6.
I've heard that before.
Do you agree with our list? Who's your favorite powerful female character?
Will somebody get this big walking carpet out of my way?
For more fantastic top 10s published daily, be sure to subscribe to MsMojo.
Go.